Joe, March 18th, 2017. I cannot believe we've only got 2 more shows before Heroes vs. Villains.
That's right, BK. Heroes vs. Villains, 2 shows away. But let me tell you something, I'm gosh darn angry right now about how this evening went, but we'll talk about that later.
Joe, you're always angry. It doesn't matter how, because all your evenings tend to go wrong.
I'm a very happy man. What are you talking about, BK?
Well, Joe, the first match we had tonight was a great fatal 4-way. Mac Mosley versus Dynamic Dexter versus Michael Manson versus Scott Mason for the Generations Championship, Joe. And what a great match. And we had a guest commentator. Anthony Marinelli.
Anthony Macaroni was back in the scene, trying to talk his way into the match. Well, let me tell you something. He was going to be taking on, at Heroes vs. Villains, he will be taking on the Haberstrom hero, Scott Mason. And you know what? Scott Mason's going to take care of him. He's going to clean Anthony Johnny Loves Chachi's clock.
Well, Joe, I'll tell you this much. It was a great match. During that match, Scott Mason and Anthony Marinelli wound up fighting it out. Anthony leaps over our table and winds up attacking Scott Mason when Scott Mason grabbed him by the face and shoved him.
He's right. Could have cost us a lot of money, too. Wrecking those computers, blowing his temper like that.
But, Joey, during all that, we saw something that I did not expect to see tonight. Dynamic Dexter winds up pinning Mac Mosley and winning the Generations title, much to the fans' delight, Joe.
Oh, my gosh.
He lit it up here tonight.
Yeah, he did, BK, all right, and everybody's happy but me. Because I'll tell you something, to me, he's not a champion yet. He hasn't earned his way yet. He got lucky because he managed to get a pinfall. Lucky. He managed to get a method to some sort of madness in that ring, and he got lucky. He's a flash in the pan, PK. You know it as well as I do. And I'll tell you something, BK, when I'm back home, hanging out in Beverly Hills, hanging out with my buddy Erwin Earhart, lifting weights, I'll tell you something, we're going to be talking about how this little shrimp became champion, how he cheated his way to the championship. Yeah, I know he cheated. I'm going to find out somehow.
Look, Joe, just because the only trophies you've ever run have always been participation trophies doesn't mean you need to take it out on Dynamic Dexter.
Oh,
well, then, Joe, after that, we had newcomer Dylan Gage versus the War Machine, John Hogan.
That's right. Let me tell you something. The Rev Zimmerman, he thought he was all that. He thought he was all that in a bag of chips, bringing in this new wrestler into the arena to take on the War Machine to prove that he's actually, like, he's moved on from the War Machine.
Well, Joe,
but it didn't work, Rev.
Well, Joe, the War Machine wound up hitting the Hellfire Drop and getting the pin on Dylan Gage. I mean, Dylan Gage, welcome to the OSWA.
Yeah, but let me tell you something.
Hey, whoa.
Yes,
what are you laughing at, Mr. Pour Coke on the ramp and make the Rev fall? Get out of here.
Well, first of all...
Move.
Oh, well,
shut your mouth.
Fine.
Hey, PK. How are you, man?
Reverend Newman, good to see you. Welcome back to the recap.
I'm glad to be here. Been passing out a few cards, trying to make some contacts.
I did notice that.
Building a congregation of men, whether it be one or it be many. Hogan, I'm coming for you. I guarantee you, you will pay for what you've done. What are you now, a redneck? Hanging out with Mr. Mullet Man? I don't know. I'm confused by this. But I guarantee you, the confusion's gonna stop. And Joe, don't come behind me again like that. I see everything. I'm coming for you, Hogan. You're over.
Joe, you can come back now. He left.
Oh, well, let me tell you something.
Talk brave now. Talk brave.
Oh, sorry. I was being
brave.
polite because he's a reverend. Although he's talking about hatred and vengeance, some kind of reverend he is. Let me tell you something. He says he's going to find someone to end the War Machine's career.
What he said.
Who? Who, Rev? What friend do you have? None. That's right, PK.
Well, Joe, then we had an interesting tag team match for the tag team championship. Ginger, our commissioner, came into the match and made it a 3-way. And so you had the Book Club versus Sticks and Steel versus Medical Malpractice. And what a great match. But, Joe, Dr. Bad, unfortunately, was outside the ring while he's being taken care of by the ref. The illustrious James Boulevard took the Big Book of Wrestling, wound up hitting K2 over the head with it, and then getting the pin. So, once again, the Book Club, through nefarious means, that's a big word you can look up, was able to maintain their championship.
I don't care what you say, nefarious or whatever. And let me tell you something, the Book Club was just a better team. Especially against Sticks and Stones and Medical Malpractice.
Sticks and Steel.
Sure, okay, whatever. The bottom line is they're too good, PK. Nobody's going to beat them. Hey, Ginger, bring anybody on. Bring anybody for the Book Club. You don't have anybody to bring them on, and to beat the Book Club. I'll guarantee you that.
I don't know, Joe. Let's talk about a couple other tag team matches. The next one was new here to the OSWA, but have wrestled for a long time together. Evil Inc., Rage Davidson, and Matt Burns took on Logan Adams And Curtis Coleman, unfortunately, Chad Wood was supposed to be here.
Unfortunately. BK,
But,
let me tell you, no. Chad Wood chickened out. He was too afraid to show up because he knew that Evil Inc. was coming after him because he had been looking for, Evil Inc. had been looking for him for a long time. He chickened out, made up some story of a family emergency. So, who stepped in with Logan Adams? Who bravely stepped in with all his valor, all his courage?
Yeah.
Curtis Coleman, our ultimate champion.
Bravery would not describe Curtis Coleman's actions
It does in my book.
during this match when all of a sudden he fakes an injury. So it winds up being a handicap match with
fake
Logan
injury.
Adams having to face Evil Inc., but ultimately, Logan Adams gets the win.
Oh, let me tell you something. I've seen Curtis. I saw Curtis Coleman get involved plenty of times in that match. And yeah, he suffered a knee injury, and so he couldn't get involved. You know, there's nothing wrong with that, PK. You gotta live to fight another day sometimes. But let me tell you something. Curtis Coleman, he deserved that victory too. Don't put it all on Logan Adams. Oh no.
Well, Joe, then we had another tag team match. Fear Inc., the Monster Z, and Jackson Carter took on Adrian Phillips, who's trying to define himself through the power of positivity.
Yes,
With the person that has inspired him most and is mentoring him currently, Tower. And Joe, it was a great match. What was really interesting, though, is that when Adrian Phillips got tagged in at one point, he goes up to the Monster Z, tries to say something about positivity, opens up for a hug.
Oh.
The Monster Z instead winds up hitting a spine buster and pinning Adrian Phillips for the win.
Adrian Phillips, there's a reason why Norman Vincent Peale was not in the world of professional wrestling. Because the power of positivity does not belong in the ring. It is grit. It is fortitude. It's toughness. It's bravery. That's what it takes to win a match.
Well, Joe, then we had our main event, Jake Hughes versus Marcus Adams.
Oh, don't even get me started on that
Now,
match.
Joe, this match had critical implications for Marcus Adams because he was taking on Jake Hughes, who's not only a member of the Bad Boys Club, but he's also a former Ultimate Champion. And he, Marcus Adams, is going to be facing Curtis Coleman for the Ultimate Championship at Heroes versus Villains. And Joe, it was really interesting because at one point, Marcus Adams finds himself outside the ring, face to face with Curtis Coleman. He rears back to hit Curtis Coleman. Curtis Coleman screams and runs out of the arena, Joe.
Whoa, PK, there's a reason why.
Because he was scared.
No, he wasn't running scared. Did you know there's another wrestling match going on down the street? He was running away to go wrestle another match. That's right, PK. That's why he was running away. He had another match he needed to wrestle. He wasn't scared. He's not scared of Marcus Adams. Nobody's scared of Marcus Adams.
Joe, who was he then going to wrestle in front of? Because it seemed like all of Cornelia was here tonight.
Yeah, well, it's listen, he was down the street in Lower Alto.
Well, Joe, interesting match, but the bottom line is Marcus Adams was able to get a win. What happened was the ref got DDT'd by Jake Hughes, at which point Bobby Popham, your boss and mine, winds up becoming the referee brought out by Logan Adams. And then, interesting enough, Logan Adams hits a pile driver on Jake Hughes. He is then speared by Bobby Popham.
The ref.
And before all of that, Marcus Adams was able to hit his crowning achievement and winds up getting the pin and winning and beating Jake Hughes, giving him some momentum into the next match with Curtis Coleman at Heroes vs. Villains.
Well, let me tell you something, PK. First of all, that match, that victory tonight was totally fake. It was totally major, as you say, asterisk, PK. Because I'll tell you something.
That's a big word for you, Joe.
It is. No, it's not.
You almost said it is.
No, because I got other things I got to say here. Let me tell you something, Marcus Adams.
Tell
You
him,
weren't
Joe.
going into Heroes versus Villains with a dangerous mindset. You actually think that you're worthy enough to take on Curtis Coleman. Well, let me tell you something, bud. It took a biased referee and two other wrestlers for you to get a victory over Jake Hughes. You did not deserve that victory tonight. It was a fake victory. You won it because of true cheating, even if it wasn't a disqualification match. You could not beat Jake Hughes one-on-one, and you proved it tonight. And guess what? You're going to go with all your false confidence into Heroes versus Villains, and you know what you're going to do? You're going to do what you're going to do what you do best. You're going to lose and whimper away.
Well, Joe, we've got two more shows between now and Heroes vs. Villains. Next one's on April 1st. April Fool's, as a matter of fact. Folks, doors open at 6. Bell time's at 7. Joe and I will both be here. You can follow us on Facebook.com/OSWA Entertainment, YouTube.com/OSWA Entertainment, and of course, OSWA.TV. And folks, we'll see you in 2 weeks.